Same thing. So remember, if he's here, I do the first attack that we did, which is switching over. Right? So if he's underneath my neck, first attack. If his arm's this side, I'm going to use these attacks. Okay? So again, I pull, separate, step, and now I'm going to catch his gi pad, spin all the way through to the arm. Okay, now I just let this slide out. Here. Alright. Really simple spin and turn. So again, here. His arms the other side of the head. Yeah, pull him up, drop the pressure, step around, catch. Yeah. And now all I do is unwind myself. I don't mind ending up with my foot underneath his armpit in this position. Just got to keep his legs up. He is fine because it makes it hard for him to lock up his hands. Like if he's here, there's something in the way. There's something in that gap. If I'm here, he can keep this tight and do all kinds of things. But when I'm here, he can't do the same thing. Right? And now what I need to do is use my back against him and just pull away and stretch. And I'm not yanking on this, I just lean, get grip. I'm just leaning. Like here it's hard, I can use my shin to create that pressure. I'm not using any energy other than my body weight to fall. You know, it's kind of here, I can reach, peel his hands off and go back. Does that make sense? So it's like, I'm not trying to rip this out. No, I just grip him. I just lean and hang. And then his arm's going to go. Remember, when I go, most of the time when I go, I kind of catch it in the crook of my elbow, and I feel that his elbow point is on my hip line now. And then it's going to be there. That's as much as I need to do to get it there. Time. So got his arm in position, lean, pull, step, and catch. Step. If it's not, if he's caught, catch your hands together. If he's caught, I just lean my body weight. This stays nice and strong, lean my body weight. His grip will weaken after time. If not, I can touch it through. Any questions, guys? So good position here. Go here, pull, step around, and Scott gets his arms together. Like here. We don't have the same drop. You can be in this position, you can go hand on the bicep, any of these things like locking this up, hiding all these kind of things. I always do the same thing. First thing I do is I catch his elbow with some of my leg, I lean, step my lower leg over and I finish. So I start isolating out his elbows because they're very weak, structurally weak. And now again I can start my attack. I've got a couple of different things I can do from here. Like number one, lock my hands in some direction. Like if it's like this, so his hands together, and just pull both elbows towards me. This will straighten out his arms anyway. You get submission. Okay, if he's got his hand on his bicep, like this, as long as it's not under my leg, I can just do the same thing. I'll go forearm over the top, so I go forearm over the top, and then I do the same thing. I lean back like this, and I'm compressing his elbow, and stretching this out. Okay. It's a really simple thing to do. Like that, just lock. I'm not even using my hand, I'm just gripping. I'm kind of pulling his shoulder away, or pulling his pec out away from his body. It's very, very painful. Okay, and it puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder as well. But this gets on the shoulder in this, so just be careful. Well, over the top, lock up your own throat and just lean and hang. Okay. So it always goes to this position. The final one that I'll do is I'll switch my grip around the other way. I can catch a regular Kimura grip. I take my leg off his head, and let him start to sit up, or I lift him up, and then step to the back. There's a few different ways that we can do. The pump is the same thing. I'm improving my position and continuing to attack. So again, I go here, pull, separate his head, take a big step around, catch his gi pads, Scott's defending, his hands together in some way. Okay. I'm going to reach through, lean, step my body, leg over, pull this in, so I'm under your shoulder. Now, depending on how his hands are, do I feel like I need to do anything? Maybe I can just grab his hands, pull this to me. If his hands are locked together, sometimes I can just pull both elbows towards him and stretch this out. If he's a little bit tighter, I go hand to bicep. Yeah. I lock over the top, fall back, and do this. Or if I don't feel I can do it, I take this hand, more closest to his legs through, switch to Kimura grip, punch this into his chest. Take my leg off his head, lean, like kind of thigh him with my thigh him in his back, loop around my head, and start tapping. Back and stretch. One more time. Here, in our position, pull them up to the side, step around, and fall. Scott's defending. Yeah, reach over, catch, pull this in, pulling up the stretch. Swing my leg over. But here, but these hands aren't even together, I can pull this one out. If they are, let's say they're tight, like this is fine, I can still do the same thing. Okay, if his hands are on the bicep, now I just lock this one over the top, lean back. Or if I want to take it back, I switch the direction, go to here. Take my leg off his head, lean, thigh him, here. Loop around his head. And I felt like I'm a little bit low down, I just thigh him again. Into the body. Go over here, go over here. Make sense, guys?